everyone. Welcome to Feather Stitches Podcast. This is episode 36. It's November 26th, Thursday. It's Thanksgiving for all of our American friends, so happy Thanksgiving, everybody. As you can see, I'm podcasting alone today. With COVID and the restrictions, Becky's just unable to be here today. But I just really wanted to pop in and say hi to everybody. I miss everybody like crazy. And I just thought that I would share a couple of things that I have been working on. Next week, 3 out of the 4 of my kids will be home with homeschooling. The government is asking for grades 7 to 12 to be home homeschooling. So I just don't know when I'll have as much quiet time at home to podcast. So I just thought, you know what, I'm going to jump on here, say hello to all my knitty friends, and just say hi before the chaos of homeschooling begins, and of course with Christmas. And if we're able to, hopefully, I'd love to be able to podcast before Christmas. The restrictions right now are on for 3 weeks, and so maybe even then Becky can come back and join us, or maybe she'd make a podcast by herself. I kind of doubt it, but you never know. Hi, Becky. Yeah, I have Bailey beside me. She's snoring away, so you might hear her during the podcast. But if you hear snoring, it's Miss Bailey. She's my English bulldog. She's 4.5 years old, and I just love her. What else? What else has been going on? We got our house painted. It's all done. All the renos are officially done. My walls are a little bit of a different color, as you can see. They were kind of a beige yellow before, and now I painted them. It's just a really pale gray. The colorway is called Intense White by Benjamin Moore, and the previous color name for this I found out after I'd already purchased all my paint, but the name of this color before they changed it to Intense White was called Sheep's Wool. So no wonder I loved it. It's just a soft color. It's really brightened up the house, so it's just nice to have a fresh coat of paint on the walls. And yeah, I have new carpet upstairs, and we have the tree up. The kids couldn't wait to get the tree up. That's the joy of having kids that want to help decorate Christmas trees, and my daughters especially. So I thought, you know what, while they're young and want to decorate early, why not, right? So the tree is up. And what else? Yeah, my son will go back to school next week. He's in grade 5, so fortunately he gets to go back. He feels like he won the lottery when he heard that he can continue with school. So fingers crossed he can stay in school, because homeschooling him was a little bit more challenging as he has learning disabilities. And yeah, we struggled through, but we did it, and he did really well last spring, but he just does better at school. So anyways, I should jump in with some knitting things. I have a meeting at 11, so I need to kind of get through this, but I just really wanted to post something. There won't be any editing. It's just going to go up straight as is. I was going to try a live video. I've never tried that before. If this doesn't work, maybe I'll have to do a live, but anyways, needless to say, I need to show you what I'm wearing. I haven't shown this yet. This is Death by I-Cords. This is a gift that Becky gave me for my 40th birthday. And it's stunning. All these I-Cords, like this is a labor of love. And my birthday was on April 15th when the whole world was still shut down. And so we just had to drive by the house, and people came over. Becky stopped at the front door for about, 5 minutes, dropped this off, which I really cherished. And I'm glad now I can start wearing it because it's getting cold. But I believe these colors are from Ginger Snap, but I don't know the colors. This might be pretty pink. It's the really bright neon pink, and then I'm not sure what the gray is, but I love it. So it's like she's here with me today by wearing the shawl that she knit for me. So that is Death by I-Cords. Love it. A couple finished projects that I've done. I finished my bright neon socks. I love this yarn. I don't know the name of it because this yarn came for me from Australia from my friend Allie. Miss Allie Makes on YouTube. And she sent me a beautiful package once, and This was a gobstopper ball of yarn, and there was no label. So I'm not sure what it is, but I just love it. I made them nice and long. I thought maybe I'd put them away and then finish them after Christmas, but just thought, no, I need to get these done so I can start wearing these. So yeah, I love them. I knit these on 9-inch circulars, 2.5 millimeter. What I've been doing lately is I've been knitting my toes, heels, and cuffs on a 2.25 millimeter on a circular needle. But then once I finish my toes, I switch to a 9-inch circular 2.5 millimeter needle, and then I'll do the heel on the 2.25, switch back to my 9-inch 2.5 millimeters, and then go to my circulars for the ribbing. I just find it's a really good fit. It makes the toes and the heels a little bit more dense doing the 2.25, but then the speed just picks up when I switch to the 2.5 millimeter. So yeah, those ones are done. Another project that I knit up, oh, this is where it's really bad when I'm not editing. Oh, I forgot what this is called. Anyways, this is a pattern by Knox Mountain Co. It's their cowl knit with chunky yarn. So this was Malabrigo, the Rasta. I'm not sure of the colorway. And then this is a self-striping yarn that I was gifted from Willow and Wool. And I had started a cowl, a brioche cowl, a couple years ago. You may remember from a couple years ago if you've been a long-time viewer. I struggled with the brioche. I made a big mistake, but I couldn't bring myself to just frog it. So I had sent it over to Becky and I asked if she'd mind just frogging it for me. So she frogged it, wound all the yarn up into balls, and of course I don't have my tags anymore. They just went into storage or into storage bins. And I've just been really determined this year to knit through stash. I don't have a huge stash to begin with, but this year I just want to try and knit through more of my stash and use up my scraps. If I have half skeins of sock yarn, use them up. I found another ball of yarn that I had purchased a couple Christmases ago that I knit up. I don't have those with me though. Maybe the next podcast I'll show you what I knit with that. I can show you what this cowl looks like. I believe this cowl is called the Bellevue cowl. So this is how it's knit up. All of Knox Mountain Co. Patterns are on sale right now for Black Friday. I think it's for the weekend. So I believe they're 25% off for the patterns and her shawl clips. So please head on over to their shop and support them. They're beautiful designers, and yeah, support local, support small businesses. But yeah, so this is the cowl. I have plans to make another one with some Lion Brand Thick and Quick yarn that I might make up as a Christmas gift. I should have brought that yarn down with me, but I forgot. This is just all on a whim, getting this podcast out to you guys. But yeah, I mean, it could pass as a mask, really. So yeah, so that's it. Super quick knit. You do these on I think it's a 17 millimeter needle, 15 for the ribbing, 17 for the body of it. So I had this done in, I don't know, 2 evenings or something like that. So really quick, super cozy. I'm looking forward to wearing this out under my jacket on cool days. It's just super soft. So yeah, Bellevue Cowl by Knox Mountain. Go check out their patterns. I think she has mittens that match this as well, which would sure be nice, but I don't have enough yarn to make matching, but bulky mittens would knit up so fast. Put my shawl back on because it was sure keeping me nice and warm. The weather's not terrible out right now. We've had nice weather. Well, nice in the sense, you know, it's still snowy outside, but it's about 1 degree Celsius right now. So that's another finished object. Cozy Up Knits released a new pattern called the Little Pine Tree. It's a hat and a headband. And I knit it up using, this is again from my stash, this is an old ball of yarn that I had got from Stash Yarn down in Calgary. I don't know the name. I think it's Madeline Tosh, but I'm not sure. This was an old skein of yarn that I had knit the quadri hat in for my mom. I had gifted that to her one year. So this was leftover yarn. More Madeline Tosh scraps of yarn that I used in one of my shawls I had made. And this is a ball of yarn I got from the Fiber Goddess. I had bought it at one of the yarn shows down in Calgary one year from the Fiber Goddess. It's a lovely DK. It's all in DK yarn. And then, so originally I had started my color work using this yarn, but it was just, there wasn't enough of a contrast. So it was just all bleeding into each other. So I went to our local yarn shop, Willow and Wool, and bought some of their Estelle Superwash Merino DK to use as well. I have lots of that left over. So here is my finished Little Pines hat. Super cute. I have not woven in any ends. It's been blocked, but there it is. So yeah, I had started with that speckly yarn down here, and you can see how it wasn't really contrasting very well. I struggle with 3-color color work, I have learned. This part of color work looks really simple, and it is, but I just wasn't catching my floats enough. I would forget to catch them. I'd keep going. I would use the red, the brown, the white. Needless to say, this section of the hat is super tight. I did go up needle sizes. I went up one needle size in general for the whole hat, and then I did go up another needle size, so 2 needle sizes for the color work, but it was still tight. So I can get it on my head. It's just a little snug right here. It's like you have to reef it on. There we go. So yeah, this part here is where it's tight, but it fits. And you know what? For Christmas season, this is just so festive. My son also has tried to claim this hat, so I told him that we can definitely share. And we picked out this pom-pom to put on top. So I need to get a button, a big button, and just sew it on with the big button. How I do it is I use the strings, pull them through a big button. Here's the inside of my hat. And all the yarns to weave in. I might cheat for this and just do a couple of the weaving ends, but then for the stuff up here, I might just tie knots. Is that a really bad idea? Add your comments below, would be awesome. So, but then it would just go faster because this is a lot. But yeah, this is such a fun festive hat. So highly recommend it. Go check out Cozy Up Knits for all their patterns. This pattern does come with a headband. I do want to make the headband as well, but I've gotten a little bit timid now to do 3-color work, to do this 3-color work here because it's tight. Oh dear. But yeah, I love it. It goes with my Christmas tree. This does not match my Christmas decor, but it's just fun because Becky made it for me and I miss my Becky so much. So much. It's painful. There. Festive. See, this is extra decoration right here as well, really. Anywho, okay. That is it for my whips. Let's go on to some works in progress. I don't have a lot to show for works in progress. Yeah, I don't have much. I finished the body of my Miserina tee and I've done the ribbing. I added a little bit extra length to the ribbing. Yeah, the length of the sweater is perfect. I added, I don't even know how many more inches, a lot more inches to the body. And then the ribbon. This is a really sweet progress keeper from Bunny and Toot that I had got a long time ago. And it's just been sitting in timeout. These sleeves, I'm just gonna do short cap sleeves, are gonna take me no time at all, but it's just a matter of picking them up and doing it. What's wrong with me? Maybe too, because I know it's a t-shirt and it's not really t-shirt season. But I can't wait to get this done and wear it under like a jean jacket or a black cardigan. It fits really good. It's gonna stretch out well. Like I said before, I doubled the needle size for this pattern. I had read a bunch of people's project notes, and there was a lot of comments about the needle sizes being, well, for them with their gauge being too small with needle sizes, so they were going up a few sizes. And then one lady said if she really wanted that kind of airy, gauzy look on the sweater, so she had doubled her needle sizes. And I thought, you know what, I like that too. I'm gonna double it as well. It's definitely not gauzy, but I have been a tight knitter lately, so I gotta get this done. Maybe now that I'm showing it, it'll motivate me. I think I said that last time, but maybe now that I'm showing it, get it done for a finished object for the next podcast. So, Miserina Tee by Boylan Knitworks. This is knit out of ginger snap yarn. On her mochaccino colorway is the brown, and this is her onyx. The gray is her onyx. There we go. I need to get that done. Okay, another work in progress that I am doing is we have been having a lot of fun. Well, I shouldn't say we. Me and the kids are having a lot of fun playing the video game Among Us together. My kids were playing it all the time, and they were laughing out loud, messaging each other about it, and I kind of was like, what are you guys doing? What's the scoop here? So I had them teach me about how to play Among Us, and yeah, we've just had fun. So I saw that there were some crochet patterns. What's going on here? For the Among Us characters. What am I doing here? Hope I didn't screw that up. So anyways, so this is my work in progress. I have the little body of the character here. I just went to Michael's. I'm missing some pieces. I went to Michael's and got some yarn. This is it feels, I mean, it's acrylic yarn. This feels like plastic, but it was such a fun shade, and my son always is the orange character. So it was the brightest orange I could find in the store. So yeah, it's cute. Then I bought this. I wanted this shade of gray, but I could only find it on this chunkier Charisma chunky yarn. So that's the gray. So what you do is you make a little backpack. So I've done the backpack. The backpack's going to attach to the back of the body here. I need to sew that on. And then yesterday I was working on his little face. Oh, this looks horrible how I'm showing this, but you get the gist. So here's his little face. I need to outline his mask now with some black, and then I think I'm gonna put on some, just weave in a couple rows of some white, just a little square of white, just so it kind of looks like it's the face mask reflecting. Yeah, isn't he cute? So that's Weston's character. I'm gonna give this to him for Christmas. I got him a Among Us calendar, and I thought a little stuffy. I would like to make one for all the kids, but it's never gonna happen. Crochet, I love crochet, but it's not my favorite. To make some weight in the body, oh, you can hear that. But I put popcorn seeds in the bottom so that he can stand on his dresser. So yeah, that is a work in progress. I hope to get this done this week. And then I'll show you guys on the next podcast the finished character. Okay, I have yarn, I have a mess everywhere. What else? So my next work in progress is, I really wanted to, again, go through my stash. I have a bunch of beautiful half skeins of sock yarn. I really need to just do a swap with people for extra, like, I have some skeins from sweaters that are full skeins from sweaters. I think it would just be fun to do a swap for new skeins. Wouldn't that be fun? But anyways, I still had this skein of my Harry Potter yarn. This is by Biscotti Yarns. I think it's called Platform 9 3/4. So I had knit a pair of these for Katie, I don't know, 2 years ago, maybe 3. I bought this yarn in Florida at the Four Pearls yarn shop, and I just love it. The Biscotti self-striping yarn is such soft yarn. I highly recommend it if people are looking to try their yarn. If you're wondering if you're gonna like it, I'm sure you will. It's just so soft and beautiful to knit up. So that's the first sock, and I'm almost done the second. I think I have 2 more rows to do on the foot, and then it's onto the toe. And this is an extra, I had an extra ball of yarn of this gray from Polka Dot Creek. I don't remember the name though. Light gray. So yeah, that is almost done. So that is that whip. I think that's it for whips. I wanted to show you this beautiful advent calendar that my mom has made. She has been busy working on this advent calendar for a couple weeks now, and she finished it. She's all excited, and my mom, she lives alone. She's a widow, and this time of year is really hard for her, for me, my family, because my dad had passed away on December 1st. So it's kind of all like, you know, it's just a couple years ago. So we're feeling the feelings of losing dad a couple years ago. So she made up this advent calendar, and I thought, what a nice way to just bless her for the month of December by filling it up. So I said, Mom, send me your advent calendar to my house, and I would love to add treats to it and just surprise her, because she was just going to add her own little chocolates and stuff from Purdy's, but what's the fun in that, right? So I said, just send it over, I'll fill it up. And then it was on our group chat with my sister-in-laws and my mom. And then Becky and my sister-in-law Jen and Kelly, they said, we would love to add some little treats to it as well. So since I have it here, I really wanted to show you this beautiful advent calendar. So here it is. She's pieced it all together, and then she machine quilted it. She added some different embellishments like gold ribbons, and oh, it's just beautiful. Here's the back. She added like an extra strip of fabric to put a doweling through so she can hang it on her wall. But yeah, there's all of her free motion. She's just a rock star for quilting. I love how she put this gold beading on the number 11. Oh, I love that. So yeah, they're good sized pockets. We can add some fun treats and just give this to her the day before December 1st. And then every day she can just get a little treat. I told her I really want one for my birthday. So I don't know, maybe I'll get one for my birthday. But I love it, and I just thought you guys would love to see this too. So I just wanted to share that with you. As far as acquisitions, I really don't have much. Of course, I bought the yarn for the Among Us character from Michaels. I bought these cute little pom-poms from Janine from the Odd Sheep at Home. She's no longer selling pom-poms anymore, but she had messaged just saying how she was getting rid of her stash. So I was like, hook me up. So I bought some really fun pom-poms. Weston loves this pom-pom. This is just a riot. I really wanted it to go on this one, but because Weston wants to share with me, he said it's a nay-nay. But this just looks like, you know, when you have bed heads, so you wear a hat, and then you just have to add this onto a hat, like, that's too fun. There's this one. Again, it's just a hot mess. I love it. Just shake it up, but how perfect for a top of the hat. Oh, I'm losing my shawl here. This beautiful pink one. And then a fun brown. Look at that, so fun. So thank you, Janine, for letting me know about your D-stash. Yeah, I'm happy to support D-stashes and buy D-stashes because it seems like things are crazy with the economy right now. So this is great. I also bought this awesome bowl or basket from, I was at a Christmas craft show, and they had a bunch of these baskets on display. So I've been using it to house some of my socks in here. There's Halloween candy that my kids share with me. They know I love Coffee Crisp and Kit Kat, so yeah. But anyways, I love the handle of this basket. I want more of these baskets. I need to shape it. Does anyone know how to shape these where they lay flat? I know there's a way, I just don't remember how to do it. But yeah, I just love having this in my living room, carrying up and down the stairs, this little leather handle. Oh, it's just so cute. So yeah, this has just been going everywhere with me around the house the last few days. So I love that. Oops. I'm tangled in yarn. What else? That is it. I wanted to share, where did I put it? Oh, because it's Black Friday tomorrow and with Christmas coming, and I know everywhere across the world, economies are shutting down and, you know, everyone is really resorting to having to shop online or curbside pickup. And I just thought it would just be nice to just share a couple items from some small business owners just to support local business. You know, even if you can't afford to go and buy from some of these local businesses, just a shout out on Instagram is so nice to do, because it really costs nothing to help share about your favorite local businesses or just to support a small business. So one thing I thought was really cool is that Polka Dot Creek is now selling some wool wash. She's local to me. She lives 2 blocks away. So I called her on the weekend and just said, do you have any more wool wash? I would like to try some because I had to wash this hat. So this one is her signature fragrance. It has cinnamon and vanilla in it. It smells so good. So yeah, check out Polka Dot Creek shop. She has a sale going on all Black Friday weekend. I think her sock sets are on sale today. If you have a small business, or if you're a designer, a yarn dyer, small business of any sort, feel free to message me down below and I'd be happy to share your business on our Feather Stitches podcast Instagram page. Because again, it costs nothing for us to help support these businesses, even by giving a shout out to people who can go and buy from them. So let me know and I'd be happy to share your business on Instagram, especially before Christmas. So I love pottery from Willow and Wool. Prairie, oh geez. It's Willow and Wool pottery, but I know she has a different hashtag, but you can follow Willow and Wool on Instagram. And I love these goblets. They have some indents in them. So I bought 2 of these goblets as a gift. The person they're going to be going to does not watch the podcast. So I just really wanted to buy, I didn't know what to buy her, and I wanted to support local, and I just thought, I love these goblets. I have this one made by the same potter. I love the mountain scenes on here, and I just thought, oh, I need to gift these as a gift, and then of course it's supporting a small business. So check out Willow and Wool, their pottery, their yarn, they have great things there. Yeah. That's my little shout out for small business. I also wanted to do a little giveaway. Becky and I received some project bags from Parkside Stitches last year. And she sent us 4 bags. 2 of them are Christmas bags, and then one was a really cute zipper pouch with some yarn balls on it that I use a lot for my projects. And I just kept this in the wrapping because I just knew I wanted to give this away to a viewer. So, yeah, Parkside Stitches, this is her business card. Feel free to go check her out, support her small business, it would be fabulous. Yeah, so how am I going to do this giveaway? I haven't thought this one through other than I want to give this away. This needs to go, unfortunately, to a Canadian subscriber, just so that I can try and get this in the mail to you guys before Christmas. So if you're a Canadian subscriber, again, I love all my Americans and my Australians and my European friends, everyone across the world who watches, I appreciate it. We are so close to 1,000 subscribers. So once we hit 1,000 subscribers, then we will definitely be doing another giveaway, and that will go anywhere in the world, whoever wins that one. So this I want to just send out, because it is almost December, to a Canadian viewer. So at the end, later today, I'm going to post this on Instagram. So if you go on to Feather Stitches Podcast, so at Feather Stitches Podcast on Instagram, make a comment on there, and we will draw a name for this. I'll put the date on there. Maybe we'll pull a name on November 30th or December 1st or something like that. And we will get this in the mail so that someone can have some fun Christmas mail coming their way. So thank you, Parkside Stitches, for donating this bag to us. That was wonderful. Have I been listening to any good books? Watching any good TV? I binged watched The Queen's Gambit. Oh, that was so good. I think I really liked that show because I'm a foster parent and we've had kids from all ages, and you learn things through a trauma lens when you have kids in your home who've been traumatized in the past. And so I think watching The Queen's Gambit, seeing how this girl was raised in an orphanage and she herself went through trauma and how it can really affect your future life until you choose to, you know, make some changes yourself. But seeing things through a trauma lens is interesting. So I really, really enjoyed that show. So highly recommend The Queen's Gambit. There are some dark things in there. So if you're not into the dark content, it is a little heavy, but I also have been watching The Crown. The new season of The Crown has come out. So good. I love that show. So I've been watching The Crown, and of course I have been binge watching still Gilmore Girls. I think I'm on season, I don't know. There's a lot of seasons. I've been watching it. It just is one of those feel-good shows that you can just sit and knit. Because I've seen it before many times, I don't have to pay complete attention to the show, but it just makes me happy and it's fun to watch. So I really like that. I haven't been reading much. I want to. I've been getting the itch to read, so I'm hoping to find a good book. If anyone has any good book recommendations, if you can share below, that would be awesome. Then everyone can read the comments and find a good book. Yeah, I wouldn't mind finding maybe a new release book that's out, if there's one that's good. Yeah, just getting ready for Christmas. I'm nearly done my Christmas shopping. What else? Bailey, she's so loud. My husband's still working. I'm working from home mainly for the hospice. So I'm thankful to have that. It is tricky to even work with all the kids and the running of 4 kids in a household, but I do my best picking up like working hours to get work done for them. Yeah, I think that's good. I'm happy to have come on to see you guys. I miss Becky. I hope she can come on to the next podcast. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving if you're in the States. I was really tempted to cook a turkey and have my mom over for American Thanksgiving just for an excuse to have turkey and pie. But now with the restrictions, our announcement was made a couple days ago, so everyone's just trying to figure out what that all means and entails, and you know, we have to just constantly readjust. So I didn't make any turkey. I could do Swiss chalet for supper tonight, but I don't think I will. Yeah, and then this weekend we might go out to the cabin, but I'm not sure because, again, plans have changed. So anyways, I hope you guys are busy knitting, and I'm sure many of you guys are making a bunch of Christmas gifts and are busy shopping and just find the ways to be cozy. I bought a bunch of candles from IKEA. I've been burning candles and dimming the lights and just making things cozy for Christmas and just really enjoying that. It feels like it's going to be a long winter ahead. So just find the ways to be cozy and enjoy your family, and we'll just keep seeing each other on Instagram. And until next time, happy knitting. Bye.